I offered up the bridge. Could have made it fit, but it would have been piss ugly. So what I've gone for is I'm going to block it up. Found a bit of wood, marked it up, about to saw it into teeny tiny pieces, and then we can go from there, see what it works out like. Right, one rough as arse bit of wood. Okay, offering it up. We know we're kind of nearly there. Just need a bit more tweaking, rounding corners, and hopefully we should get enough to be able to bash him into place. Okay, so now I've got the wood ready to go in. Underneath, I'm going to take all the electrics off, because when I start getting a little bit heavy-handed with this bad boy, it could go horribly wrong. So I'm going to be taking out all the electrics, give it a nice put down so we can get an eyeball of where we are with the actual internals at this point anyway. So yeah, here we go. Grab a screwdriver, let's get involved. Right, need a small Phillips. Knacker so. See if we can take them all out at once. So we don't have to keep it attached to the, we can keep it attached to the plate, the fascia plate, you know, the scratch card. And then it keeps it all together as it was when we put it back in again, or at least when we screw it down further. And looking at the electrics. The fascia plate, by the way, historically, I bought a guitar second hand back in probably 93, something like that, and it had been previously loved by someone. I got it from a place called Guitar Village in Fareham in Hampshire, in the UK, and saw it hanging on a wall. It spoke to me, it really did. But someone had had a go at painting the scratch plate with something that was kind of like seagulls, grey, a bit weird. So I obviously then set about thinking about what to paint it. At the time, Faith No More was quite big, so I thought about putting a mirrored scratch plate on it. But then I figured, I had no job, couldn't afford that. So then what I did was just covered it with a load of free stickers from a magazine called Kerrang, and collected them on it over time until it just about covered up all the bits I didn't like on it. So now this is kind of leaving me with another issue of, do I spray it and do the things with the actual scratch plate I was going to do when I didn't have any money, or do I leave it as is, because although it looks proper gammy, the stickers are all of a time from my youth, so I probably want to keep them on there, and it kind of got the look of what it did over time. So to be honest, I think I might have answered my own question then, but we'll have a little look. So, scratch plate is now ready to come off. Let's do this from an angle, shall we? Let's try and make it at least a bit professional. Right, so all the screws on the scratch plate are all undone, all the little peripheral ones. As I say, the battery's going to be in the corner, so this is where we're going to be looking to see if there's any issue. Hoping the guitar doesn't take a nosedive. It's not, I mean, it's not good. Very not good. It's gone definitely a bit wrong in there, isn't it, when you think about it? So I would say this battery is not happy. It's unlikely to work again. And I'm going to have to get rid of that in a very controlled fashion as per cost regulations, I think. I don't know if that's control of substances hazardous to health. I'm going to have to see if I can dispose of that. But yeah, so actually, at least on the bright side, it hasn't. The actual electrics themselves are looking fine. Bit of crap on that one. I'll have to have a little look at that. Pick up some cells. Internal dust, probably where that went pop, but yeah, it's not looking too bad. It's the cavity itself. Down there we got a bits of debris and dentitis, most likely from when it went pop. It's kind of tried to get out. So it's been a very long time since it's played, so it's probably just been sat there for ages and just gone bang. Well, there we are. That's the internal, so I'm just going to try and beat this block inside here into shape now, and hopefully there we can go from there. So you just keep tapping it in with a soft-headed hammer and be fairly gentle and fairly even with your wax. We need some wood. That's all the ladies say. That sounds pretty much like a dead blow to me now, so let's have a quick look at the other side. So, show you what I've done. Not me, that. Cool, so it's actually up to the little ridge there. So we're pretty good for that. Now, if I'm going to put a tunematic on there, which is probably favourite at the moment, I'm going to have to put another bit of wood in there. A slightly different shape going on, just to fill that out. Yeah, that's probably my next stop. Okay, so what I'm going to do, get this here bit of paper that I earlier on scored out the underside on. I'm going to score out the top side there. Get a bit of wood, knock it into shape on the top, and afterwards, because this has got like a plastic covering on it, I'm sure that might have been some kind of like paint, some real kind of serious paint on it. So what I might do is get it up to the height of the actual edge, and then get some actual like plastic lamination sort of stuff, fill in the last little bit in here, or I might just raise that up to the top and use that as a base. Don't know yet. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to play it by ear. So this is what we have now. It's fairly flush against that, still lower than the lip. So what I've done is I've ordered some parts. I've ordered the tunematic, which will go here with the rear part that holds the strings back here somewhere. I've also ordered some kind of plastic sheet, 2mm plastic sheet, because this is kind of about 2mm thing, and that's going to go under here. So it's going to just be on top of that, so make it a bit nicer looking. And yes, that should actually finish this off fairly well, I think. Right, so this is Finley, this is Yoda, this is a massive Legoland donut, and that's beside the point. So to finish up, to put a clean ending on our little chit chat, where we got to now is waiting for the parts to arrive. One of them looks suspiciously from China, so it might take a couple of weeks. So in the meantime, before I can move on to that, I'll probably have a look at the electrics. So the next episode will be me looking at electrics and scratching my head a little bit and playing around with trying not to electrocute myself. It should be fun. So anyway, see you next time. Have a great time. Stay careful and safe and stuff. Bye.